Happy Mario Day. It's the whole reason why I'm doing this video. The top 10 Mario games. Now, here are a few rules. Only main series Mario games, or games that are, like, no games that are not important to Mario. That means no spin-offs like Mario Kart, Mario Sports, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis. No crossovers like Mario and Sonic and Super Smash Bros. And no, like, side character games or stuff. Like, no games that Mario's in but aren't Mario games. Like, no Donkey Kong, no Yoshi, no Wario, no Luigi's Mansion, no Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and no Super Princess Peach. Okay. And, God, I had one more rule, but I just forgot. And I remembered my last rule. These are the best of the best. Yeah, kind of not really a rule to be focused on, but okay. With number 10. Super Mario Galaxy. The first one. The first Super Mario Galaxy is an amazing game. It's hailed as a fan favorite. One of the most beloved games ever made. It returned like the love of like the open world sandbox 3D thingy from Sunshine and Super Mario 64. And there's even a new 3D Mario coming called Odyssey, and it looks like it was inspired by this. Super Mario Galaxy 1 is one of the best games on the Wii. But what about... Yeah, I'm not going to finish that sentence, actually. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy is great and deserving of this list. But only at number 10? What is this mad world? Number 9 is Super Mario 3D World. Again, the return of the 3D thing, though this isn't like I wouldn't call this an open world sandbox, but it is a 3D adventure. This time, you get to choose between Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Toad, or unlockable Rosalina. It's very fun and one of the best games on the Wii U. Expect like some port to the Switch at some point because I'm up for that. Super Mario 3D World is actually debatably better than Galaxy. I say it is. At number 7 is New Super Mario Bros. The original one on the DS. Okay, I feel a bit biased putting this one on the list and not the other New Super Mario Bros. Games. Because this is kind of like the first game I've ever played where I've actually, like... Yeah. But there's a good reason why this is on the list. It was the first 2D Mario game since Super Mario Land 2, I think. 6 golden coins. Honorable mentions go to the other two Super Mario Land games, because those are really fun, but this is much better. You get to play co-op. One as Mario, one as Luigi. That's pretty fun. This this had Bowser Jr. in it. One of Bowser Jr.'s first games. First was in Super Mario Sunshine, you all know that. Yeah. This game is a fun game and is definitely one of the best games on the DS. Hey, I'd say it's the second best game on the DS. First would be Mario Kart DS. Yeah. Remember when I just said that the first two Super Mario Land games on Game Boy were honorable mentions? I remember saying that. Well, that's just the second one. The first one is actually better than New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. The first one, if I said the second one, I'm not sure if I... anyways, Super Mario Land is a very unappreciated Mario game. And it deserves more love. Yeah. Super Mario Land is very, very great. It was like a launch title for the Game Boy, but you know, didn't really do so good because Tetris. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this game. It's Super Mario Land. But and this was the first time we ever got to see famous Mario character that a lot of people get annoyed by, Daisy. And she came on to be, some say, one of the most annoying Mario characters ever. But that doesn't matter because I don't know. Super Mario Land 2, don't listen. Super Mario Land 1, don't listen to what anyone says about it because they're gonna say it sucks and all that. But it's a great game. You should definitely try it out. Originally, I was gonna say none of the RPG Mario games, but come on, I gotta include Super Mario RPG. It's Super Mario RPG. Super Mario RPG it's one of the greatest games on a console with tons of great games. The SNES. Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars is actually what it's called, was made by, it was developed by RPG experts Square, and in which had a great relationship with Nintendo back then. Though they still have a pretty good relationship, it's not as good as it was back then, as like every Final Fantasy was on Nintendo, and there was like Chrono Trigger and this game, and you get the point. Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars is a timeless classic and is also a fan favorite. Just Nintendo, if you're watching this, please put Mallow and Gino in another game, please. At number 5 is a game that was definitely going to be on here, and that is the original Super Mario Brothers. The original Super Mario Brothers was the definitive launch title for the NES. Some say this is one of the greatest games ever made, but I wouldn't really say one of the greatest games ever made. You're gonna kill me now, but this game is like, the first side scroller ever. Well, maybe there are some here and there, but I mean, this defined side scroller. This game is Super Mario Brothers. Like, you can't go wrong here. Okay? Stop. That's all I'm gonna say. Number 4 is Super Mario Galaxy 2. This is one of the greatest games ever made. We're going there now. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is... It took, like, the 3D sandbox thingy with Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine and especially Super Mario Galaxy 1 and combined it, and it was great. This is also a fan favorite game, and it's many people's favorite. Whoa. Many people's favorites. Whatever. It's Super Mario Galaxy 2. Yeah. You can find multiple Let's Plays on this game. It's one of the most Let's Played video games ever. Yeah. Number 3 is Super Mario 64. Mario games are always launch titles, aren't they? Super Mario 64 was... No, this is, like, the definitive launch title. Like, the launch title. Seriously, other than, like, Tetris and Halo and the original Super Mario Bros. And even Super Mario World, this game as well, those are all the games that I think of when I hear the term launch title. But this is a special one, because this revolutionized the 3D platformer, and pretty much the first real open world video game. This defined the future of video games, and one of the most revolutionary games ever made. Another fantastic game. It defined how 3D controls should feel. And any game that tries to mock this most likely fails. Because they don't... Like, Bubsy 3D. That tried to mock this game. And oh... That failed so bad. Like, other games, they don't try to mock it, but they just don't live up to it, if you know what I mean. In other games, like, think about it. Ocarina of Time wouldn't be Ocarina of Time if it weren't for this game. Banjo-Kazooie wouldn't be Banjo-Kazooie if it weren't for this game. What other great games wouldn't exist without this? What I'm trying to say is that this game is revolutionary for what it is, and definitely deserves this spot. One of the greatest 3D platformers ever made. And the third greatest Mario game ever made. But there's 2 more. At number 2 is Super Mario Brothers 3. Why do I say it like that? Super Mario Brothers 3. Anyways, Super Mario Bros. 3 is a fantastic game. Possibly the greatest game of the 80s. And that says a lot, because the 80s had tons of great games, like Mega Man 2, Tetris, Punch-Out. Why was that the first thing? Like Zelda, Metroid, Castlevania, all those great games. This tops them all. This one for the time, revolutionized the side scroller. The first Super Mario Bros. Like created the side scroller, and the second one kind of followed the side scroller, but pissed people off that it wasn't a, real Mario game. I put that in quotes. But this is amazing. This is legendary. This is my personal favorite Mario game. But if you want my favorite Mario games, then tell me and I'll make that list. But if I were speaking not biased, there's one game that's a Mario game better than this. And it is Super Mario World. Super Mario World is one of the greatest games ever made. Super Mario World is the... I can't even describe this game. This game is amazing. This game gave you the first... This was the first time you got to see the clown car. The first time you got to see my boy Yoshi. The first time you got to see the feather. And kind of the only time. Rest in peace, feather. This game... It's Super Mario Bros. What? Super Mario World. And then it spawned Yoshi's Island, which I excluded from this list because it's I don't really count it as a Mario game, though I kind of should because it has Mario in the title. But I don't know. Maybe the top 10 Yoshi games could be a separate list. Tell me if you want that. But this, I'd say that other than Ocarina of Time, and probably other than Breath of the Wild, from what I've heard from the reviews, that it's flawless, and it looks flawless, this is Nintendo's best game ever. Besides the 2 Zelda games I just said, this tops every single one of them. Why am I talking like this? This is a masterpiece. Not like any of the other games on here aren't, but this tops all of them. What do you think of this list? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Tell me below. Be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, and happy Mario Day.